So in this week's video on Tech Tips, we are looking at PowerPoint and how we can use sections and automatically create menus that zoom in and out of your slides. Let's get into it. So here we are with our PowerPoint slides. We've made everything, we've got them all ready, and what we want to do now is split them up. So I want to change my view, so I've got it in this format here. So all you need to do is go down to the bottom right here, and you can click on the different formats down the bottom. So you can have it in the normal view that most people have for creating their slides, or we can have it here where it presents all of them. It's just a little bit easier to use. You can use it in the other one, but this is the easiest way to do it. So what we do is we look here, we've got our starter, part 1, part 2, and part 3. And what I want to do is I want to split these up. So in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a section. And I'm going to name this, and we're going to call it starter. Okay, so we've got that in there, and then I'm going to click for the next one in here. I'm going to add a section. I'm going to call this part 1, and then we can do the same for part 2 in here. So add section, call this part 2, and for our last bit here, where we've got add a section for part 3. Now I've got these extra slides here at the back which I don't really want to use, but I'm going to name them anyway. So I'll put add section in here, and we'll just call it something like extra. Okay, and we don't necessarily need it, but that's fine. We're just going to put it there so it's separate and we know it's out of the way. Now what you could do there is you could have extra slides in there that you might want to use for the students to print them off. So worksheets, so you can keep them tucked out of the way, hidden so you can't see them, but you can still print them if you need to. Now most people might know how to split these up into different sections, but what's particularly good with this is we can now go up into the top here, and if we click on our insert tab, you'll see you can go to this zoom section here. Now what this allows us to do is a summary zoom, and basically if we click on this, it will then bring us to this section here where we can select which slides we want to do. And if you put the sections in, the particular thing that I like about this is that it will automatically select those slides for you, and then you can just literally see there's 5 slides selected. We can click insert, and what that will do now is create this menu in here. And we can come into this and we can customize this. So if we want to, we can call this menu, and then we can do all sorts of things in terms of centralizing it and tidying it up and putting a border around the outside. Let's just put a few different things in here. So let's format this shape, go into here, and just tidy this up a little bit. Let's just give it a little bit of color as well so it matches the rest. And then we might just want to do some preset things on that just to make it look a little bit better. Now one of the benefits of being able to do this is that now we have a menu, an interactive menu that we can use within the PowerPoint. One of the things I noticed before was I said I didn't want these extra slides at the back here, but we can access them, we can leave them there if we want to, or what you can do is you can just delete that from here and it will leave us with our 4 sections within the PowerPoint. So again, you can get rid of any ones that you don't need. Now when we go into the full PowerPoint here, what we find is we can go back to the beginning if we really want to. So you've got our beginning slide. We can go across to our next slide here, and what we can do is we can pick which one we want to use. And if I go to part 1, it zooms in. We can then click, go through the slides, and then it comes back when we've finished that section to the menu. So we could jump back then to our starter, and we can click, go through those slides, and again it will come back to the menu. Particularly handy then if you want to be able to jump around to different sections. In another video I'll show you how we can set up a menu down the side so you can jump backwards and forwards from within those sections. So if we go into part 3, what we can do is start to go forward, but then if we want to go backwards it will take us back. The alternative is that if we go into a part, as I showed before, you have to go all the way to the end to go back to the menu, but I'll show you how we can do some shortcuts next time to take you back to this menu screen on all of your slides in the next video. Hope that's really useful. Thanks very much.